Welcome back to another episode of Garage/Yard Sale Video Game Pickups. Now, let's go straight into what I got. Now, when I went to Too Many Games, I didn't show you guys, I did get a poster, so I'll show you that real quick. As you can see, it is Star Wars Return of the Jedi. I actually put this in a frame, because I really like it, so I thought that was pretty cool. So I wanted to show you guys that. That's something I picked up beforehand. So let's see if I can move this over there. Also, I don't know if you guys see, like I use like a yard like chair or whatever for my back. I have a bad back, like I can't even use a computer chair, which is, I don't know, I need something like firm right now. And the computer chair is a little too comfortable and it does not help my back. I know it's a little weird, but just explain that to you guys real quick. So let's go straight into what I picked up. Now, it's kind of funny because I was going around with my friend, right, and she wanted to see like different, flea markets, stuff like that. And I kept saying, oh, I have a whole bunch of flea markets that we could go to. And literally, there's 3 of them that I put down on a piece of paper, and not one of them were at the location I said. We couldn't find any of them. And it was so funny because they're supposed to be around me, and none of them were there. So we end up going to MetLife Stadium, which for people who don't know where that is, that's the Giants football field, and I hate the Giants. I'm a Cowboys fan, so it wasn't too fun going to MetLife Stadium, but they have like a huge one there every Saturday. It's in the parking lot area, and it's a huge one. So not really the biggest thing because garage and yard sales are where you get the best discounts, but we ended up going there first. So this is what I got. The first guy I talked to throughout the day, what he wanted was $4 for this, and I talked him down $3, and this is world-class track meet. Now, it's not worth that much. I paid about the price that you should pay for, so I'm like, whatever. It wasn't that bad. It's in good shape. I needed a new one because the one I had, the label, was a horrible condition, but as you can see, it's really good condition over here. So I figured, $3, why not? I talked him down, so that was pretty cool. The next thing that I got from someone else, and keep in mind, the flea markets are pretty rough because the prices you could get for a good price, and sometimes you can't get for a good price. So you gotta work with them. This next lady I talked to, she was hilarious. Like she just did not want to give a deal at all, and she wanted. There's like 3 games that I saw after looking through it. A lot of them were like bad shape. I knew that she didn't even know what she had. But I saw a couple games. I'm like, all right, well, what do you do? I said, like, how much are you doing for it? She's like, oh, like, I'll like $8 for everything. So $8 already. I'm like, all right, that's not super bad. Like, let's see if I can work her down. And I said, how about 6? And she's like, give me my $2 extra. So I gave her the $8, and then she gave me she gave me the $2 back anyway. So either way, I got it for $6. I don't know why she did that. It was just funny. But the first game that I got is just football for NES. None of these games are rare or anything, but there are things that like I wanted to improve because these labels are like perfect. So always good to have like good labels, stuff like that. If you can always upgrade something, go for it. Even if you have it already, just upgrade, and then now you have a double. You could use it for trade bait, or you could get rid of them, sell them, or something like that. I also got Urban Champion. So it's another one I needed for a better label for, so I got that. And this one's Crazy Taxi. Now, Crazy Taxi for Dreamcast. Obviously, this is in like great condition. That's why I wanted to get this one. Everything's nice and clean. There was like a couple small scratches on the disc, but I was able to resurface it, so I have a like resurfacer. Well, I can't even say it. I have that. But so that's pretty much it right there. That's all I got over there. And then there was one other stop that I went to at MetLife Stadium. As I passed by another booth, this guy had like a bunch of different boxes, different things, like different random junk, stuff like that. So I was looking through and I saw like a GameCube. So I saw this GameCube here, which I actually picked up. As you can see, it's really, really nice condition. See, it's like, it's perfect condition. And it looks really clean and stuff inside. So I'm like, alright, well, how much do you want for this? And then he says $20. And I'm not gonna pay $20 for a console, especially if I don't know if it's working or not. So that right off the bat, I said no. Like, I'm sorry, like it's too much to risk if something that's not working. So just keep that in mind when you go out there, even though it may sound like a good price, because sometimes some of these go for like, you know, $20, $30 online. If they're working, they look good, but at the same time, like, you don't know if it's working or not. Especially these like old consoles, they could just not work. So it's always a huge risk. You try to get them cheap as possible. And I told him, like, you know, let's do $10 because he also didn't have a controller. And he didn't want to do $10, so then eventually we ended up doing like $11. But, you know, I thought that was fair. It was still a risk for me because I could have been $11 wasted if it wasn't working. But it looked really clean and stuff, so I'm like, you know what? I'll take the risk because I'm pretty good at fixing things too, so hopefully I'll be able to fix it. And I tried it right away and it works. So that's awesome. It works. I have all the cords for it. The only thing I'm missing are controllers, but I have like about 5 GameCube controllers. I'm good with the controllers anyway. And then, this is not my first GameCube. I just do not have one that looks this clean. And I don't have the black one either. So even though the black one was a lot easier to get, I don't have this one. But, you know, it's always good, like I said, to upgrade if you find one that's better than the one you have. So that's why I got that little upgrade there. And that was pretty much it for MetLife Stadium Flea Market. You know, I had some pretty good deals, better than what I thought, because those flea markets, usually they have a set price, and like a lot of things are labeled, and I'm not a huge fan when you go somewhere and they're automatically labeled, because sometimes they don't work with you, but for the most part, I found people that work with me. Wow, can I even talk? But there were a couple people though over there that you could not, like, it was ridiculous prices. They were triple charging you for things, like it was a joke. It was a joke. But besides that, later on, I did find a garage sale, and I stopped by there. They didn't have anything left over. They unfortunately got rid of all the games, but they did have Sonic 3 for the Sega Genesis. It's complete. So, you know, once again, I do have Sonic 3, but this one's way better. It's perfect condition. If you look at it, everything's perfect condition. You know, it comes with the manual, which is good. The manual's in great condition. The box, everything, the original box, so that's always cool. And the best part is, I got this for $1. I don't know how or why they get it to me for $1, because especially since everything's there, but they just get it to me for $1, so without a doubt, that's always fun to pick this up. Now, the next two I got from LeapTrade.com. Once again, I still had credit over, and I think I'm almost done with all my credit. I'm not too sure. I gotta check, but I think I'm close to being done with all my credit. First one is Genji Dawn of the Samurai. Now, this is like an action-adventure game for the PlayStation 2. This is a really good game. I really enjoyed this game a lot. So if you guys get a chance to get this, I would recommend getting this. I mean, it's real cheap right now. You probably get $3 or $4 online. It's a really fun game. You know, I'm gonna have to say it's a hidden gem of mine, because not too many people know about it, not too many people play it. But for me, this is like a pretty fun game. It's like a hack and slash game as well. So it's like an action adventure hack and slash game. So it's really something I suggest getting. If you have a PlayStation 2, definitely get Dawn of the Samurai. Alright, and the next one I have is Jade Empire Limited Edition for the Xbox. As you can see, when I traded this in, the person, I guess, didn't have the Xbox case, and they gave me a PlayStation 2 case. I noticed right away, I'm like, wait, so it's supposed to be an Xbox game, why is it in a PlayStation 2 case? But everything's there and stuff like that. I mean, in the future, I guess I'll just replace it. I don't have any dual disc Xbox cases, but I mean, I'm sure I'll find one down the line. But this is another game that is pretty damn good. I mean, it's not great, but I think it's a hidden gem, because not too many people gave this game a chance. Like, it was there, and this was made by BioWare, by the way. And BioWare, you know, made the Knights of the Old Republic. So they made the first one for the Xbox, and then the second one they did not make. And the second one came out about, I'd say, 3 or 4 months before this game came out. So people were still playing Knights of the Old Republic 2, and they looked over this game. And that's the thing, like, this game was also not as good as Knights of the Old Republic. So that's, I think when people actually tried this game out, they were like, oh, it's not that good. It's not as good as the Knights of the Old Republic. So they pretty much stopped playing and got rid of it. But if you actually give this game a chance for what it is, it's a fun game. You know, it's a action role-playing game, and I think that it deserves a chance. So if you guys have it and you get it for really cheap, I suggest you getting it. It's definitely something that's fun. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's not as good as the Knights of the Old Republic, but I don't think you should compare it to that just because BioWare made it. But, you know, naturally that's what people are gonna do anyway. And that is it. You know, I didn't really have too many things to get this week. Like, you saw things I got were actually stuff that were not just video game related. I got a lot of different things at the flea market that wasn't video game related, so I'm not even going to show that to you guys. But yeah, so hopefully next week will be a little bit better than this week, but I was happy to pick up a GameCube, which is pretty cool. I didn't want a better looking GameCube, which is pretty funny because I've been on like a huge console streak lately, and I've been getting a lot of different consoles, stuff like that. But yeah, so do you guys pick up anything special this week? Hopefully you had a better week than me. Let me know what you guys picked up this week down in the comments down below. And also, if you guys are interested in any trades or anything, let me know once again. Private message me, or you could just message down in the comments down below as well. And that's pretty much it. So this is Hector from Not So Nerdy. I'm out. See you YouTube. Don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps me out. Also, if you're new to this channel, subscribe so you can see new videos from me every week. And remember, it's okay to be not too nerdy.